Hey, Tessa from MamasGeeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
And I wondered if you had a favorite scene or line that you loved.
We went back and forth laughing about I'm having a baby. So it might be that. Even though I did the some French accent stuff that was pretty high up there. Um, but I think when I would go to those high pitched numbers, we couldn't stop laughing. It was fun making those guys laugh in the booth, and then being silly with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and say me as a pregnant woman,
I have to agree. Thank you.
of course.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking the time. I'm Tessa Smith with MamasGeeky.com. Big fan of the books. Loved the movie. My girls and I were cracking up watching it. So I'd love to know what drew you to want to be a part of this. Was it the books or something else?
Well, for me, it was the fact that they wanted me to do it. So that made it pretty easy. To be honest with you, not having children, I did not know the books, but I was given all the books, and I looked at the books, and I looked at the character, and I read the script, and I was definitely in. I could relate to that character. I could relate to the snake, and then I was able to gift the books to somebody with kids. So it all worked out.
I gifted as well.
You did?
To my nephew. Yes.
There you go.
And so he's looking forward to the movie coming out now. 'Cause he had to grow into learning to read the book. He wasn't. They were a little advanced for him at first. Now he's all through them. So
Oh, good.
it's
That's
exciting.
because it took years to finish this movie.
but not unlike Mark, I was offered the role. They pitched it to me, and did a whole beautiful pitch. I got to see what the characters looked like, and they were telling me the idea for the movie and some of the people involved, and it was a no brainer for me. I was like, you had me at hello, and we it was a partnership from the very start.
Well, you're both phenomenal. Thanks.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Thanks for taking the time, guys. I'm Christy from raisingwations.com, and I want to know what you're hoping then for young audiences to take away from your character specifically.
Well, for me, it feels like the thing they should take away is that even if we're irritable and cranky and mad, that you should always stay focused on your friendship, and that it will most likely persevere. And sometimes you may not know what's really going on, but it'll still end up okay.
For my character, you can have layers. You can be a gentle giant, but just don't mess with me. So it's okay to have both sides in your person, but try to lean towards that gentler side.
I wanted to know how much opportunity there was for improv for you two.
Well, they always encouraged it during the reads. I was fortunate enough to actually do a lot of scenes in person with Sam Rockwell, and they'd let us go for a while, and we'd find some stuff. But there's always a part of certain scenes where they would encourage the improv. I imagine more with Craig.
And we would get to improv. Funny thing about improving with animation, let's say you doing one line and it just like you try to give them a few different versions of the line. And what I would do is, I don't know, if the line was take the bread outside, you start going, take the bread outside, take the bread outside, take that damn bread outside. And then you start going, not damn, but you start improvising around that line, and then it gets a laugh, and then they're like, oh, and then say this. So it would this one line can turn into this crazy other line that will inform something else. So yeah, we definitely improvised, and that was a horrible take the bread outside. That was a horrible example, but I think you know what I mean.
I think I got it. But yeah, it becomes a collaborative experience because they don't always know if the script is the script and the story's in the script. But a lot of times, especially with comedic actors in an animation, there's a lot of room to continue to evolve the script in real time.
Okay, well, I'm Christine. I'm with thepatricios.com. Thank you so much for meeting with us today. My question is, if you could have been any other character, who would you have wanted to be and why?
I think I would have been Well, I enjoyed Piranha a lot, but I think, Sam had the good role, the smooth role, the kind of straight guy role. He didn't have to yell or scream. Like, he used his regular voice. That was easy going. And, but I kind of like that role probably.
I probably would have gone for Piranha. He was hysterical.
So funny.
He made me crack up. He was and just the singing. Oh, it was beautiful.
So I have a fun question. If you could steal something fun and actually get away with it, what would it be?
Wow.
Well, I kind of
I've done that already.
Well, I would probably steal a Tesla. I mean, I could buy one, but I don't seem to be doing it. But maybe if I could just steal one, I would own one now. What about you? Piano, keyboard?
Still, oh yeah. I guess I'd steal a keyboard. A nice one of these high-end.
Yeah.
Get away with it. That's a great question. I don't want to limit my stealing opportunity.
I like free stuff.
A house?
Yeah. We kind of get free stuff. Like if either of us really put any effort into it, we could probably get free stuff. That's kind of like stealing.
I would steal Bitcoin if I could get away.
Good one.
Just give me like 100 Bitcoin.
Only if I knew what they were. I have no idea what they
I don't know either, but I know it's worth having.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah. Can people change? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I would hope so. I think I would like to think I've changed, or at least I've been able to stifle the worst part of me. I do think people can change, even if it's to, tell themselves, not to do things. I totally believe that people can change. If you act differently enough, it'll stick.
Takes 22 days, 21 days to break a habit. What is it? 22 days to make something a habit, and then 22 days after that to, I forget. But yes, the answer is yes.
That's a short time. I've had habits I haven't been able to shake for 55 years.
But have you attempted?
No, because they're fun.
Thank you.
Well, there you go.
Did you guys record together a lot since it's kind of like an ensemble and you're playing off of one another, or did you do most of it by yourselves?
I was able to record with Sam quite a bit. The scenes that Craig and I had, I don't think we recorded those together, but they're pretty funny. Around the push pop stuff.
Right.
But Rockwell and I did a lot of work around the more delicate friendship stuff, in the bunk bed scene and some of the stuff where I didn't know if I could trust him anymore. They seemed to really want that to be grounded in something, and we kind of knew each other, and I think it was a good idea. But we met in person a couple of times during COVID, and also we did work on Zoom together around those scenes mostly.
I was solo in the booth, just working with the Pierre and one of the producers, and then we would throw jokes back and forth, like I was saying, and so no, I didn't work with any of the cast until we did a table read on Zoom.
So speaking of the push pop, is there something you have like you could never share or you'd have the hardest time sharing with a friend?
Yeah, most everything. I've gotten better at sharing. I'm almost 60, so it's taken a while. But I generally I don't love to share, but there's something. It's usually around. It usually is around food. I don't want to share my food until I'm full.
Excuse me.
I
I actually had a sharing moment this weekend. I was in San Diego. I was performing comedy. Was backstage, and like a couple of items had come, and they were trying to give them to me, and I was like, "No, give them to the other comics first. Let them be taken care of."
What was it? Food?
It was food and some tea.
So you
I needed all of it, but I was like, you know what? Here, there's more.
Yeah.
Boom. Go ahead. You all go ahead first. So,
what a guy. What a heart. Go ahead and have some tea.
But as far as something I would not share, yeah, probably my ideas.
I share a lot of stuff. He shares a lot of stuff. We're not monsters.
I'm bad at sharing food too, so I feel you.
Can you share your biggest challenges while making this film? Was there anything that was particularly hard to convey or struggles with getting a line down?
Not in animation, because you can just do it over and over again. And also, well, I mean, it was kind of taxing on my voice, because for some reason when I do animation, I'm always up here like this, and that, after a couple hours, it definitely starts to be difficult.
I had to do a French accent, which I'm not the greatest at, and then I had to pretend to be a woman and other. So yeah, there was definitely some challenges, the hurdles I had to overcome, but hopefully they came through.
That was the last question.
That blew by.
Appreciate you all.
Thank you all very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Love the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to all of my monetary supporters, my members here on YouTube, as well as my patrons. If you haven't joined yet, please consider doing so. We have some really awesome perks, including a monthly Zoom meeting where we get to talk face to face. Thank you again to everyone who supports me.